this tournament is a whole different game. Everybody can fish. You don't need 40 fish to win this tournament. You can get the one, and that's it, and win. Against the best teams of the world, against the best mates, best captains here. But if you get lucky enough and you get it, you get the first place. My name is Mario Castañera. I'm on Roncito here on D-Dock.
Coast, Virginia, on the Bobojo out of Mansfield, North Carolina.
This is my second year here in Ocean City, and man, this is unbelievable. White Marlin Open week. It's what most people from when I'm from, or with the people I grew up, mates and captains, dream about. It's something crazy. It's a lot. It's like the Super Bowl of sport fishing, and being able to be part of this, it's like a dream come true.
This tournament is why I fell in love with fishing, basically. And it's been a huge part of my family's life ever since. Definitely Ocean City and the White Marlin Open and Ocean City fishing is kind of all synonymous in one thing. Like, we all live our lives. I've traveled to Isla Mujeres, Mexico to learn to catch more fish. Costa Rica, all in the idea to try to do better in this tournament, and the Mid-Atlantic as well. Like, it's just been my big motivating factor behind my career, basically. Pino, run the 61 Blackwell Sea Hag for the owner Charlie Dewar. Been working on the boat since December, and I've known Charlie for 6 or 7 years, and been fishing the White Marlin Open since 2007, I believe. I think I just graduated high school. My uncle Bill has a company called Squid Nation. He had a 32-foot Mirage here that on the small boat dock down there. And he was like, "We're going fishing tomorrow. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Sure, let's go." So we went fishing, and we caught one white marlin. We were like 1,000 fathoms behind the Baltimore, a place that we've been fishing a lot this season. And it was like a couple days before the White Marlin Open, maybe a day or two, and we got back, and we caught a white marlin, and it was the first time I'd ever really seen a white marlin behind the boat with his face in the dredge, all lit up when it was a strip teaser dredge. It was before Squid Nation was actually a thing, and I'll never forget seeing that white marlin there with his face in the dredge, all lit up, stripes down the back, goofy blue pec fins like you see kind of have a, white marlins typically have like a weird, goofy pec fin. They're kind of uncoordinated sometimes. We only caught one white marlin that day, but it was great. We ran back in, and all the boats were kind of filing in the sunset, and it was at the top of an economy. And I walked down the dock, C and D dock here at sunset, and it was like something I'd never seen. The level of community, and I just knew like I wanted to be a part of it. It changed my life. Like I should have dropped out of college when that happened. Like I went to 4 years of college. I fished my way through college in the summers, but in hindsight, I probably should have just started fishing full time.
Grew up fishing out of Oregon Inlet. When my dad was a mate, my brother's a mate. So started doing it there when I was 14. I'm 20 now. This is my 6th year mating. I've been fishing these tournaments since I was 12.
I'm from Nicaragua, started fishing there, did it as a sport with my dad. Then we kind of started a small charter business thing. We had a center console, and it was me and him. He was the captain, and I was mate. Been fishing my whole life.
My name's Jack Bobbit. I'm the mate here on this 42 Express Viking called the Blondie. I'm a freelance mate. I mostly just fish tournaments now. This is my 6th year as a mate. I've worked on, I believe this is my 50-something boat I've ever worked on. So it's cool, and everybody's different. Everybody fishes different. You know, at the end of the day, you all have the same goal, to catch fish. So you learn a lot of ways to do the same thing. And that's the fun of freelancing.
And then when I decided I wanted to do this for a living, I was like, if I want to do it right, I gotta be in the right place. So I moved to Guatemala. In my opinion, it's the best place for bill fishing in the world. If you don't get good in that place, I don't know where you're gonna be good. It's a place that you fish today and get 4 fish, and that's a horrible day. And you show up the next morning, you get 80. That's how that place is. And then you get 60 fish for a week every day. So you gotta get good, fast.
I was sitting in my house in Palm Beach, and they called me to fly out that day. And next thing you know, I'm in St. Thomas for 3 weeks. You know, caught some blue marlins there. Had a good time. But and then I got back from St. Thomas. I got asked to come up here. So freelancing is stressful because you never know what you're going to be doing, but it's a fun life.
A lot of people see guys back in the slip with a rig full of flags and think, oh man, that's badass, which it is. I mean, I've built my whole life trying to be one of those guys, but there's a lot more that comes to it.
You gotta cook on the charter boats, gotta take pictures of the fish. So it's not just grab the leader, release, and keep on going. It's a whole process of doing this for the clients, doing the picture thing, taking care of people. It's not just, hey, I'm here to fish. Let's go. I gotta do more than that.
You know, maintaining the boats, depending on what state the boat you're in and you're on is in, it's definitely a challenge with the amount of work. Like you guys said, you work 4 days to fish 1 day. Just trying to keep the boat floating is a challenge. Every boat's a little different.
You have to be way faster on everything and quick. Might not be as fancy as what we do in the States, but it will build you for sure.
Managing the expectations of the owners and what they might, no owner is the same. You know, everybody has what they feel is important is different than what other owners might feel. So if you find yourself in a good situation as a professional captain or a mate, ideally you guys are all on the same line on that, and what's important and what's not important is all very similar. You know, years ago we used to rig mullets and ballyhoos, but thankfully we don't have to do that. But the boats are at another caliber, like a higher caliber than they used to be. So the mates work a lot more on the maintenance of the boat, and the more you fish, the more things break. So the more motivated the owner is to fish, then the more problems you run into with the boat, and you just have to handle that.
I've always dirtied everything that I found. This ain't no difference, so look at you now. And baby, cut yourself, baby, cut yourself loose. Save all the things that I said that night. Playing it cool, but I never got it right. Baby, cut yourself loose.
Factors that go into winning a tournament.
Everything has to be right. In my opinion, you have to be in the right spot, the right tackle, and everything has to be good. And when you get your chance, it's gonna be yours.
Well, I can't speak from full experience. I've never won first place in anything. I've won, a fair amount of money in a few tournaments. It really comes down to your crew. You've got to be aligned. You've got to have preparation is key. If you know your captain, you're good with your captain, and y'all get along, and you work, and he's good, and you're good, your other mate's good. Everything will fall into place as it should. And big anglers is a big thing. You gotta have somebody who knows how to reel in a fish. You spend many days and hours that nobody sees, rigging stuff up and learning from others, seeing how this boat does it and that boat, and then pre-fishing, and you name it. It's a lot that goes into it.
Like I said before, you don't win this tournament by 40 fish. You win by one. You might be in the best boat there is, but the guy right next to you, you might got 50, but he got one and he won. But still, he has his things right. You gotta be prepared for everything.
Thousands of hours that nobody sees. But yeah, you gotta have your boat right. Boat, anglers, your fishing gear, chemistry, and everything will fall into place as it should. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And the tournament, it comes down to, you want to be prepared, but you'd rather be lucky.
The weather's a challenge. You don't know what can happen. Even the weather apps can tell you, yeah, it's gonna be calm. Then you're 90 miles offshore and gets rough as hell. And well, we're fucked.
showers with thunderstorms likely, then showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening. Tonight southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming south 10 to 15 knots late. Tuesday morning seas 3 to 4 feet at 8 seconds.
From the way I see it, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's really cool because the night before, we all are friends and everybody's hanging out. But in the morning, we kind of became enemies because we're going to war.
You know, everybody says good luck today and makes a joke and do this, do that, and it's just really just a big community of people who are, you know, hyping each other up and, you know, prepared for a long day ahead.
Seeing everybody get ready, everybody connecting their dredges, putting leaders on, getting ready to go. And that's my favorite part. It gives me like goosebumps in the morning. Everybody heading out, running. Kind of like a little competition, which boat runs the fastest and everything. And everything starts there. The morning is, I love it. Everything has to look perfect, everything has to be good, and it's such a nice feeling being shoulder to shoulder to best people in the world, and that's the biggest tournament in the world. And just being able to be there and be part of it, it's a huge feeling. As somebody that's not from here, it's something we just dream about, and it's a dream come true. All different factors, pick the right spot, do everything right, be on point with your stuff. I think that's all about. If I get my chance, I might not get it now, might not get it next year, but when I get it, I'll be prepared, and nothing's gonna break for that.
Losing a fish next to the boat. You know, it's just kind of one of them things you expect and you plan for, but you never hope. You know, you've got one almost. You touch the leader as a mate. You reach for it. You know, you'll pull him off, or you reach for it and he goes down and he comes loose. It's gonna happen at some point in your fishing career.
Oh man, well, my first year actually on the White Marlin Open, first day of the White Marlin Open, fishing in the morning, like 9:30, got the first bite, baby rat blue. Released that one. 45 minutes later, we hooked the female that was swimming with that male, and that thing was big. Unfortunately, hit the wrong tackle, hit the dink pole, but still give it a chance. You know, you never know what can happen. It's almost impossible to get that, but I mean, at that point, give it a lucky shot. We fought that thing for 6 hours and a half. Got the leader 20 times, couldn't do much using 90-pound fluoro. Can't put any heat on it, can't wire it. Just hoping for the best, anything breaks. And finally, that thing was 12, 15 feet from the boat, trying to gaff her, and it went under her boat. Hit the sonar first, and lack of communication with the crew and everything. A lot of people screaming, and we run over the line. So that was heartbreaking. Angler was tired. Honestly, I think I cried for like a second or two. I mean, that was a year, the only qualifying fish. Oh man, the only blue actually, because it wasn't any whites that tournament. It was 640 pounds, and I don't know, we think we might have that shot to win the tournament. It will have been 6.2 million, and damn, that would have changed my life.
And as hard as something you had to deal with, but you don't wish that on anybody, but it's gonna happen. You kind of just, as soon as it happens, it's happened to me a couple times, you just go blank. And as a mate, you're trained to do a certain thing, so you go and just start putting stuff back out, and it doesn't really hit you until later on in the day, or you know, after you're set back out and settled in, and you're like, you know, what could I have done different, and what did I do wrong, and should I have done this, and yada yada yada, and you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it's part of it.
I started tournament fishing when I was 15 on my uncle's charter boat, fishing this tournament here, the White Marlin Open, in '95. I fished it almost every year since then. Missed a handful of years. Full-time fish for about 12 years. My name's Chad Duffie, made on the Moore Bills. And Thursday, went out about 10 miles north of where we were the first 2 days, and kind of North Poor Man's at 800 fathoms. And about 10 o'clock, fishing, didn't really see much all morning. Blue one comes piling on the left teaser on a green chain and takes the bait off the chugger head, and shortly right after piles on the plug on the left short and start greyhounding towards the boat. It was all chaos after that. Once he got turned away and settled in, after about 2.5 hours, I finally got the leader the first time, and just grabbed it. As soon as I put a little pressure on it, she just went ape shit for another like hour, never touched the leader again. And then had the leader probably like at least 50 times, and about 7.5, 8 hours into the fight, we finally planed her up, and I couldn't put wraps on her. Every time I put wraps on her, it's just, she felt that pressure and she didn't like it and she would change direction. So when we finally got her, we planed her up. I just hand over handed her and then just turned her head at the last second and got her coming towards the boat and got her up heading towards the bow. First guy stuck the flyer in it and I let go of the leader. He had the fish pinned to the boat. I grabbed the second flyer, stuck the second flyer in it, pinned her to the side, and she went about bananas on the side of the boat. And once she calmed down and settled in, we got the tail rope on her, and then couldn't get the flyer out of her and had a hard time getting her in the door. That's why her head got a little chewed up trying to get in the door. Because by that time it was like 7 foot, and trying to get in that little door in 7 foot seas wasn't too easy. But it all worked out, and taking our time and playing that fish out over those 7.5 hours was the right deal. She was on the deck. You know, I think we did what we needed to do, and it all worked out. I mean, waiting for that thing for a long time, you don't want to rush it, and that's for sure.
Professional and seasoned, they're going to take their time and do it right. So it might be a few minutes before we actually get it up to win, but we are going to win.
Pulled up to the scales and seeing all the people cheering for you, screaming, yelling, that will get you going. If that doesn't hook you up to this, I don't know what can do it. It's like, you feel like you're one of the best sports player in the world. Like, I don't know. It's like being part of World Cup or something. I don't know.
You know, there's 8,000 to 10,000 people waiting on you. You know, drove all from all over the place, sat in line, snuck up to the front of the line to see you and your hard work, you know, come to show.
Unbelievable job by our crew. £894 wins in the second place. Bill Key on the world deal. Yeah! DJ, go grab that bill. DJ, go grab the bill. Go grab the bill. There you go. There you go.
it's not as glamorous as I think people think about it. It is glamorous right now. You look around, everybody, there's this incredible community, all these amazing boats here, all jammed in one place, fishing for these incredible prizes. When you're away, it's different, you know? It's tough on the family, but you're out there doing what you love to do, so it's easy. It's a tough compromise, but you make it work, you know?
Losing a tournament's always, I don't know, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but it will get you disappointed. Not having the results, that's when you gotta make sure everything is right and don't leave the, how can I say it, like the lower your probabilities of something to fail. So it's on you to win something. It's on you to make your own luck. And if you don't feel good after you lose a tournament, because you don't doing things right, and it will get you sad, anything, but I mean, wrap it up and go to the next one. Try to be better every single time. Learn from all your mistakes. Learn from all the things you did bad. Somebody very special told me about the notebook, and she gave me a notebook, and every day I fish, I see things that I can change this, I can change this. So I have this notebook, and every day this wasn't right, this was wrong, change it until you got the lowest percentage of fail. Then you can compete against all these people, because they're doing it. They have the lowest chance of missing stuff or losing things or failing. Then get to that point, and then you can be able to compete against them.
Hey, Ryan Jones here, Control Alt Delete. Great week in my life. Living the dream, having the time.
Oh gosh, Ocean City environment is a lot. It is a lot, especially during that week. You know, outside of the Ocean City, or outside of the White Marlin Open week, it's not a lot going on if you're not fishing. You know, tourism's kind of crazy, but during the White Marlin Open, it's kind of outrageous amount of people.
I want to thank old Teasers Cup in this process too. We're playing the game, we're doing it, we're spending the money that we earn. We want to give it back to the girls and the gentlemen that are working so hard on these docks and these bars this weekend. It's awesome. We just want to see what one of them rings actually feels like, and listen to that stereo boombox go boom boom. We're about to do this. I can't wait. One more day to go. 17 boats fished today, and as far as I'm concerned, I hope they did great and caught a bunch of white marlins. Just don't catch no damn tuna fish, and we're good.
People from all around the world come there to see, you know, 80, 70 to 90 pound fish get killed, and for millions of dollars. The environment's awesome. There's one big giant party with a lot of work in between. So there's fun days and there's hard days, and it's rough, and you're leaving the dock in the morning with 350 50 other boats lined up with you, and the inlet's kind of hard to get through, and the fog's bad, and you don't know what to expect. So you got to, you know, keep your eyes peeled and hands ready and be ready to rock and roll. But that's pretty awesome. There's no place like it during the White Marlin Open week.
I got to be around some great people, have the greatest time. We've been doing this for a bunch of years now. Me, myself, 4 on this, with this same crew and this rig. I've talked about it with a few other people this week, and it was incredible. It was so incredible to finally get the chance to go to the scales. Like, nothing like it. Catching big, giant, big eyes and living the dream of White Marlin Open. What can you ask for?
I love it. The fishing was good for us this week. We're looking forward to fishing next year, or see if we can win this thing one day, hit the lottery. But the atmosphere is nice, all good friends, good people, nice party, food's amazing. Weather was kind of so-so, but we handled it good, and we had a great time, and met some really cool people, and hanging there, having really good times.
It's hard work. I think it's physically demanding, but it's not something I have to go force myself to do. It's just what I naturally do. So I guess I love it, you know?